Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, I
we're
just
back.
want to know if the meat looks like anybody we know.
The meat?
There's no meat.
It's
There's
Buggy
no meat at
Bear.
all.
Are there just humanoid ears floating in it?
No, there's no
Said
meat at
there's
all.
no meat.
I
It's
was
all
just
veggies.
Yeah, this is poor man's stew. Ain't got no meat here.
Well,
Can
I
we...
mean, not necessarily in a castle like this, but meat just even for the rich people, meat was like a
Yeah, meat's
holiday
not
food.
the most. It's not a common thing. Not
Uh-huh.
at this time, at least, unless you're rich
While you're eating meat, I'm gonna go around
or a really good
barricading
hunter.
things.
No, I'm not
Say-
eating any
I-
meat. There's no meat.
I will
While you're
help
eating
Trust
stew.
with that.
So, Jim, how's the stew?
It tastes like if there was a stew where the main ingredient was
Sadness?
athlete's foot. It would be this. It's like athlete's foot and mushroom.
Which is weird because there's no feet in it.
Well,
Correct.
that doesn't taste very good.
I think Thrust said he was going to start barricading the door again. Which
Yeah.
I was going to do that as well, so I'll help him.
Yeah.
Did you enroll athletics, Thrust, or me?
Well, like, if we're taking our time, surely we can just... Because we're not doing it in the heat of battle, we can...
I could go over to help.
Yeah, we can just push everything
Yeah,
in
we're
and
just gonna-
basically
I say
get
we-
ready for a short rest if we can do it.
Yeah. I say we push
guys,
these two-
let's-
these two up against it and use this to cover up the hole.
Yeah. And then just unload anything that we can into the barrel up here so that it's heavier. Like, all
Or
of the
we could
cups
try and push that
chairs
bar.
I don't feel like we're moving the bar.
Yeah, we could, like, rip pieces of it off, I think. But I think it's, like, bolted to the floor. And we
Yeah.
can try.
Well, I think we should give it one good try, and if it doesn't work, well then we'll take pieces of the bar and throw it in the barrel to make it heavy.
Yeah. Should we roll for that, GM?
Yeah.
Just all
you
of
guys
us,
do
or...
that or athletics?
My athletics is 5. I think yours is 1 higher.
Yeah, I think mine's a 6.
Mine's
Yeah,
only 2.
Mine's 4.
All right. So with all you guys helping, that should at least give me advantage.
Come on, Gilbert. Put your back into it.
All right, here I go. 8.
It's fucking heavy.
Yeah. It's not great. Not terrible.
Yeah, you're able to like get stools and like anything, drawers coming out of the bar, like whatever you can get, you're putting in this barrel, and it's nice and heavy now.
Okay. Shall we rest now that we're short
Are
of
the other-
shave?
Are all those... Go on.
Wesley throws stuff out from under the bar, crawls underneath it, and hides and tries to
Hey,
sleep.
Jim. Are these
Mhm.
bottles of, I assume, wine actually there?
Yes, some of them are even intact.
Okay. I'm going to look through them to see if any of them are a recognizable brand or such, or look
Wouldn't-
slightly better than the others.
Hey
Just-
guys, wouldn't this be an easier room to barricade?
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, this is the first I've seen of this room, though. I mean,
Yeah,
essentially, we've barricaded everything now.
Yeah.
yeah, that just leads to a hallway that has 2 other doors. I don't really know where they go. It was really quiet, though.
I was gonna say there's beds in here. We could. Well, they're not that. I go look at them like, yeah, those are bugbear beds. We may not want to sleep in them.
Those are definitely not bugbear beds. They're way too small.
I mean, as long as we've got at least one person that has
Well,
eyes on each doorway, we should be fine.
Well, I meant like they're probably soiled because I assume the bugbears would try to.
Let's get a
They're
bottle of
definitely
wine,
not.
Alex. Look.
Yep.
So you're
Celebrate a
looking in the
little.
wine.
Yep, I'm trying to pick one out that's slightly better than the others.
You notice that there's stuff on the top that seems mostly broken, and it's like bottles that don't have labels, broken bottles, and as you go down, like the wine seems to get better and better near the bottom. And at the bottom, you actually even see one that you recognize today. The label looks like really old, but you've heard of this wine before, and it's definitely something that you have had in in the past in like a tavern or something.
I have definitely seen this wine. Never have I tasted it. Because Alex is a sober man. But
Okay.
today is a special day. Special in quotations.
I pull
Okay.
out my loot.
Did they have some like goblets or tankards in the kitchen?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, I'll just grab a handful, and walk over to Thrust and the rest, and just offer to pour everyone a drink.
All right, drink time. Get her drink on.
No thanks, Alex.
I pull out my lute and just like gently play a little tune to calm everyone down. And I grab
As
a
in a
glass.
Song of Rest.
Yes, as in a song of rest. I mean, there are gunshots and shit in this room, so I think they know we're here, so it doesn't really matter if we're quiet or not.
After pouring everyone a drink, Alex will go back into the kitchen and just kind of sit against the wall, watch the door.
So are we taking a short rest or a long rest?
Short.
We can't long rest.
I think we're gonna have a short rest.
Silly elf.
I have.
So,
Oh,
Unfortunately for me, I only have 2 hit dice for to get help.
yeah,
yeah.
But everyone,
same. And then
you're also gonna get.
We
this
also
back. You're also gonna get 4 hit points back from my Song of Rest.
Wow.
Nice.
do we succeed at our short rest?
It certainly seems like it.
So 4.
All right, 13
2.
and
Oh,
did I roll?
not
Yeah,
on the
13
best.
and an 8.
Okay.
Roll 2 2s. That's right. 8. That's 22.
All right, that puts me up to 27.
29.
I'm up to 31.
33.
Little bit over half.
And now I have 1
25.
spell slot because of my warlock thing.
We're invincible. We're golden gods.
And I get back my second wind and my action surge.
Oh, good point.
Yeah, you get action surge and the other one, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I
Second
get my
wind.
grit back too. Let me double check.
I get life. That's it.
I get everything except for
Same.
my spells. I get a lot of things.
Yeah, I get my grit back.
I get health, and that's all I really want right now.
When we are resting, I take Gilbert aside. It's like it's just the two of us, and go. Gilbert, I just want to apologize to you. I feel like I owe you an apology.
For what?
I feel I didn't pay Poochie the respect he deserved at his funeral. Often.
God damn it, guys! My dog just died yesterday. Can
Oh,
we,
I'm so sorry.
Oh,
not
really?
do this right now? Yeah,
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, we can definitely skip that.
yeah,
It's a conversation that happens.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just don't.
Yes.
No, that's
don't-
okay.
No, that's cool, man.
You apologize. I accept it. Says no worries. We're done.
Done. Short rest over.
At the end of the short rest, Alex is going to go move this table out the way.
Okay.
Should we
Just enough to slide by.
continue?
I'm gonna... Yep.
Might
I'm
as
gonna
well.
go... God damn it, I want to move the token! Fuck you, table! This isn't fucking code... I don't want to do code yes, I'm not humping the table. Go away.
You want me to open up the door first, Alex? Just in case something bad is there?
I'm fine to open it. Nothing was there before, so Alex will now open this door. So much black! The darkness consumes my soul.
Yeah, can you calm down?
No.
Okay. You want to open this door?
Yep.
Cool.
And open this one
how
below
there's
me.
I like how there's a question mark when Jim asked it. Like, you sure you want to
Oh,
open the door
yeah.
again?
You better.
I
be
always
careful.
want to open the door.
So you open this door.
We have enough hit points not to immediately die now. It's fine.
Okay, so this is like a little hallway.
There's 2 doors
Okay.
up here as well.
Before walking down further, go check the top door. Whee! Oh, there are 2 doorways.
Following Alex here.
They're archways.
Okay. I'm gonna keep checking this way for a minute, I guess.
We've got your back, Alex.
Don't worry, Alex. We got ya.
Open this door above me and just, I guess, be ready to be hit. Mace. No mace.
Okay. In this room, it seems like it's like definitely all storage. You see old grain sacks, you see barrels. You don't see a lot of anything new.
Okay.
It's dusty and there's cobwebs and spider webs. If you look up, you see spiders and things making nests in the ceiling. It's very old.
But not like
Perfect.
big spiders.
Okay.
No.
Open this door on the left.
Okay, you open this door, and inside here, you're greeted by piles of like bones, and I guess there might be like one recent carcass that was butchered at some point. It's clearly a room used to butcher animals, and it has been used once. It looks like you can actually distinctly tell that it's been used once in the past, in recent times.
Okay.
Yeah, there's lots of bones that never got picked up, but otherwise there's not a lot here. You can see that there's like hooks and stuff on the ceiling, and it's all like horror movie.
Open this door to the right, just to see what's in this little room. Oh, it's a hallway.
I
Or
think
we
it
just need to
joins
think.
down. Oh,
Okay, that's
that was
interesting hallway choice.
I think there's... Oh! There's something here.
Jesus Christ, don't look at that. Don't look at that. Go. Stop. Go.
What?
Don't look at that.
What is it?
Stop. That's another thing.
Okay.
That's
Open-
supposed,
open
it's supposed to be. That's supposed to be. Okay, so what you're supposed to see, and I'm gonna do the dynamic
It's his
lighting.
porn cache.
That's my point. Hold your horses.
Jesus, Mom, knock first!
Yeah. So there's on the other side of the thing you just saw. You can go down there now. It's just a door to the outside.
So that goes to the outside.
Yeah, if you open it, you see that it's like a back door, and there's like a chicken coop out there and like some stuff.
There's your back door out here, guys. I don't know if we're still
Maybe we
continuing.
should look back door first.
I mean,
Maybe we could have
seems
snuck
like a
in the
lot
back
of them
door.
run away.
Yeah, I think we've killed most of them. We just need to get that ballista sorted out.
I'll open this door on the left first.
Left. Okay.
And it just connects with the bottom.
Which goes down.
So
Let it go
open the
down.
door of.
It's a door to the outside. You see, this is like another back door. There's like outhouses out there and like things like that.
Okay.
There's a door this way, guys. I don't know where it goes.
Okay. I'll open it.
Down this hallway.
Okay.
I've unlocked the MMO title, Opener of Many Doors.
You have you try to open this door, but it's like you
Blocked
turn the
or
knob.
blocked.
Yeah, it's like blocked.
Now, to be
I'll
fair,
open it.
they
Out of the
might
way.
have turned the ballista around to shoot at the door to it.
Well, I don't think we've
Yeah.
gone up to the second floor yet, have we? Or
Can I try to put some backbone into it?
Yeah, go ahead. Give me an athletics.
Can I
check.
get? Oh, you rolled too fast.
Yeah, so you're able to get it once, like you get it to move just a little bit, and as you open it, you realize what's behind.
Oh, the barrel.
Yeah.
The barrel.
Oh, I know where we are.
Guys. Yep, I know where that door goes.
Let's go back this way.
Let's go check that other
There's a door.
direction, I guess.
Sudden death.
Good job. You played yourself.
sure
Played
we've...
yourself.
Jim's just watching us with the full map, just like these idiots. Alright, so
This is what I knew would happen afterwards, so not really.
Exploration. This.
So we're not full
Okay.
idiots. Just
Open this door.
half
We're
idiots.
half idiots.
So you open this door, and there seems to be like barracks here.
Oh.
There's many
Okay.
beds lining the walls, a table. You can see there's like a deck of cards on the table, and it's been stained by many mugs and tankards. The floor is not particularly clean. The beds are not particularly clean, but it is
Disgusting.
something like that. This door is open. And on the other side, you can see there's an armory here. There's many like thing. Not so. Despite the images, there's not a lot of swords. It's axes, it's maces, it's flails, even javelins, spears. Lots of spears.
Lances.
Okay. I'm gonna pick up a few javelins.
There is one lance, and it is mundane. Yeah, so there's a couple of javelins that are worth taking, but like the bigger weapons are kind of old and rusty. It mostly seems like they've been using this area to like try to repair the ones that are here, but like you can see some of them in various states of repair / disrepair.
Inside this chest, is it just more weapons?
That would be correct. There's also supplies for fixing and like repairing weapons as well.
Wesley, could you use any of this stuff?
It's a good question.
I would say so.
I mean, there's a lot of metal in here. Isn't that rare on this island?
Yeah, there's certainly a lot of metal in this room. That's for certain. Lots of iron.
Yeah,
Iron
you can
bronze.
make yourself lots of bullets and guns out of all this.
Once we've cleared this place out, this might be worth a lot to us.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is nice. I mean, we could
Okay.
turn this into our hideout.
I'm gonna go check this other door from the little barracks while I guess Wesley examines weapons for a bit to see what metal's worth having.
I'll worry about it later.
What about the other two doors in there?
Try to
Process
stay
of
together.
elimination. Okay, this leads to a hallway.
Maybe wait up, Alex, for the others.
Uh,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Is Lyra here?
My
You're
I keep having to
thing is all
refresh because my whole thing just disappears.
Oh, can we just assume that Lyra's with us?
yes.
She's always with us in our hearts.
I have no
This is
idea
a
where you
long
guys
hallway.
are.
We went
South.
in the barracks area with all the beds. There's a door on the bottom right corner. We went through there.
I mean, Jim can just take her to wherever we are. Oh,
Well, this
this is
That-
the last door.
this place
She's
is
already there.
place has a really
I
weird
figured it out.
design.
On the other. This door is actually broken off. Sorry.
Then there's this door here.
Oh, this is a nice.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Oh, we've been here before. Oh, and while I'm here, I pick up the crowbar.
Okay, you pick up the crowbar.
Pick up the
It
magical
seems to be
crowbar and
undamaged.
give it to Wesley. Here you go, Wesley. Thanks. This helped a lot.
Down here, guys, there's a hallway.
Oh,
There's hallways everywhere, Thrust.
Yes, but we haven't been
I
down
didn't
this
actually-
one yet.
Oh,
Oh, you don't say.
down the rabbit hole we go.
Okay, so at this door.
I'll wait for
Uh,
everyone, obviously, before.
Yeah. Can I get perception checks for things? Each person.
all of us.
Yeah, in this case.
I keep going to roll persuasion just because it's so much higher.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh crap.
17. Nice.
Cool. So, as you open this door, inside, you see a statue of a woman holding some sort of sword, down, facing down, and she's got some sort of necklace on with a big circular pendant, and there's a brazier. How did you say it?
Brazier.
Brazier.
Brazier, yes.
I thought you said that was not it.
Brazier.
Oh, brazier.
brazier.
I thought you were talking about the.
I thought you
The
were talking
statue.
about the woman, and you're
No, fuck. The brazier is in front of her. Lyra and Wesley, when you pass by this here, the two of you notice something. So the first person through the doorway would have noticed this wall seems to be like unlike the rest of the walls. It has a different material that it's made out of, it seems.
Which wall? We didn't see the ping.
Fuck, I'm on the wrong layer, I'm sorry.
Oh, this wall here.
Mm.
So Wesley and Lyra saw that?
Wesley and Lyra notice it.
What are the rest of the walls made out of? Just like plaster and
No, it's mostly wood. This one is like a wood, but it seems like the wood is like a different construction. Like it looks like the rest of the ones are made with like wood, and then it has like a lime covering. This seems like it's worn down more. It doesn't seem as nice as the rest of it.
Oh, could it be a secret door?
Can I make a religion check for the statue and the brazier?
You may. Any other minutes?
Where are you, religion?
I scratched the wall with a dagger.
One thing at a time.
13. It's not the best.
The wall eats the dagger.
Wall mimics.
Yeah. Hey, I can only take care of oatmeal mimic. I can't help you with wall mimic. Although that would be pretty sick, going into a building made of nothing but a big, huge mimic, and it keeps trying to eat you the entire time.
I've seen a room.
You
made
just
of-
set it on
Completely
fire.
cut out for me, so I have no idea what you just said.
Something
House
eating
mimic.
you.
Like a
House
house
mimic.
like a huge house mimic.
That would be horrifying.
We've dealt with one before. We set it on fire on accident.
Okay, go ahead. So you got a 13 on your religion.
Yeah,
You-
it wasn't the greatest.
You notice a couple symbols seem relatively familiar. You think, I believe the god, me believing, it's Palor, I think is the god.
Palor, yeah.
Palor?
Palor is the god that is associated with this, these symbols that you see. You see symbols for like, glory and good and healing and like sun and light.
Huh. That's right up my alley. All the good things. What? Okay. Can I use my tinderbox and light the brazier?
Okay.
As I see you going to do that, I'm like, I can light it up with my firebolt if you want.
Well, I don't know if anything's in it.
Yeah, so there's nothing really in it. There's no oil or anything that's been deposited into it.
Yeah, that's why I need to put some tinder in there. Get some nice burnable shit.
I can auto light it once you get something in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna just go through the. It's probably gonna take me a few minutes to just do proper motions for this, so
Swipe
Wesley
right.
can check as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Lyra takes out her lighter, going, I can light it.
She
I
shoots
have
an arrow.
Druidcraft, so I
Uh,
can light small fires or torches.
Wesley, you scratch the wall with a dagger. You can tell the wood is like a little bit lighter when you touch it, and like it's not as thick and well crafted as the rest of the walls, but it looks the same. Like if you step back, you're actually kind of amazed at how even though this is clearly to you now that you've seen it different than the rest of the wall, at a glance you would never notice it.
Mr. Gilbert,
Wesley, what are you doing over here?
can you push this wall?
Sure. I would say scoot over, but I can actually get into his square. I'll go in there and I'll athletics to try and move it or push up.
You want to
against
push it in?
Yeah.
Okay.
23.
Yeah,
Nice.
you give it a really good shove. I'm assuming you want to push really hard, right?
Yeah. I'm assuming he thinks it's a safe secret door or a passage or something that can be open. So I'm just shove it all my weight.
Okay, so you shove with all your weight, and the mechanism for locking the door breaks as you open it. And when you open it, you see stairs going down.
Wesley, there's stairs going down.
Yeah.
Good call, man. Should we wait? Yeah, we should probably wait for the others. They're messing with that little weird brazier thing.
Aren't we looking to go
It makes
up?
quite a loud noise.
I mean, I guess we're just kind of exploring around now.
Weren't you trying to light that?
Yeah, I was just setting it up and going through proper motions while they messed with the wall.
Actually, as I see them doing so, I'm like, Wesley, add some of your gunpowder so it lights really fast.
I don't have any.
Oh, that's
Really?
right. You did that big bomb thing. That was
It's-
cool looking.
It's fine. I already have the stuff to set it up, so it'll just burn.
Okay, so you set some tinder in it and light it on fire.
Yep.
Okay. When you do that, the amulet on her neck glows, and the brazier like consumes the light. It's weird. It's really weird. So the light comes out as it normally would, and then it arcs down to the edge of the brazier as if it's in a dome that you can see through, but the light doesn't pass through. It's fucking weird. But when it does that, as the smoke comes up through that weird dome, but the light doesn't, a passage seems to appear over here.
Over where?
Do we all hear it? I assume.
Okay.
You don't hear anything. It's just like suddenly it's there. Like you never noticed it. Was it there before? You're not sure.
What's in this door?
Alex will just.
We found
Okay.
2 passages.
Hold
Alex
on.
will give
One
us
thing at a
silent
time.
thanks for opening the passage.
One thing at a time. This door, if you want to give it an open, it goes out to a like patio with some flowers and stuff, and it's like a little garden.
Quick
It's
question.
near,
You said
you
it's.
would have passed this when you came in.
Okay.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Is this where like the person came out on the patio to shoot?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, okay. And out of curiosity, on the statue, her weapon is. Can I take it?
It's made of like the same stone that she's made out of, and it's in her hands.
Oh, okay.
Like it's part of the statue. It's not like a.
Oh, okay.
sword.
I didn't know if it was a statue and they put like a real sword in.
Don't rob holy statues.
I don't
I'm
know
unsure
her.
what-
Let's all go downstairs.
Well, should we check this secret passageway door?
I was hoping to
Which
check
one
the
was
secret
the secret
passage.
passage?
The
The
one
one
that
in
just
the top.
magically
Which one?
opened.
Right?
The top right went
Top.
to the balcony that
No, it didn't.
That was the left.
That was this
Yeah,
one
that
over
was the
here.
left.
We don't know what
I'll
this door
walk.
does.
I just closed it
I'll go-
afterwards because I assumed you.
I'll go
wanted
up.
it closed.
I thought we already went. Okay, because when I asked that, I thought that was where you said the person came out on the balcony.
So you
Shot
open this door and it's ornate and it has like carvings in it of the same kinds of symbols that you saw like on the statue.
I'm going to keep kind of looking at the symbols. Or yeah, just keep walking.
Yeah, it fades
This-
back to like
this feels
Vietnam,
special.
so to speak, as you get farther away from the room. and it goes back to like normal walls by the time you round the corner you're currently. And you see some
There's a set of stairs here.
Are they going up or down?
up.
Okay, time to go up, I guess.
Let's go
Unless we want to
upstairs.
check down first.
Well, we got two options: up or down. Up or down.
We sort of know what's upstairs. We have no. There could be all sorts of ghouls and undead things downstairs. At least, you know, if we clear
My
the top.
eyes bright and wide out. Really? Let's go.
Okay.
I mean,
let's
we're feeling
check
better, but
up
we're
real
not
quick, I guess.
100%, you know.
So check upstairs real quick where this staircase leads.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
My vote is definitely for upstairs.
Okay.
We'll
alright.
go wherever you
Upstairs
guys
sounds
want.
good.
All right. I'm gonna move you guys to where you should be. Please do not go running off.
Okay.
Okay, everyone run off as fast as you can.
Alex is first.
Opposite direction.
It's an arcing staircase. After the staircase that you see, it's
Okay.
right, and it lets out there. It has a 90-degree angle in it.
I'll just move a little bit so other tokens can fit.
Who wants to go next?
I'll
I'll
go.
go.
Oh, you go.
Um,
Gilbert will go.
Gilbert will go next because he's excited.
I'll go after Gilbert.
Where are we at again? The top right, you said?
Yes. It's to the right, sorry. Of the entire map, you are now to the right of the entire over here.
Oh, there I am.
Can I
Okay.
present this part of the map?
Alex,
And when
do
you ping,
see
I saw that ping.
Anything interesting?
Okay.
Even though I can't
we're
see
just-
anything, it's just
We're just in a hall right now.
Okay,
I'm
well,
not-
that's where it is.
I'm just moving enough that
All
other
right, so
tokens
hold
can
on.
fit.
So when you get to the top, you notice a couple things. First of all, why don't you step back one, because I want to describe it before you round the corner.
Oh, I think we were just trying to make room for everybody's token.
I understand. I'm going to move two more people, and then I'm going to describe what it is. So who wants to go next?
Thruster can go.
I'll
One
go
more.
next.
Okay.
Lyra's left behind.
Stay behind.
I guess Lyra's in the back. All right.
Lyra
So,
decides to go on her
every-
own adventure.
Everyone besides
Yes.
Lyra, who is not.
I mean, if
critical-
Gilbert moves one square down, we could fit everyone without going further.
Well, that's the thing. One square down is, although the marking is incorrect, it's a door.
Yeah.
So, oh yeah, he's small.
Yeah.
I guess he could you could squeeze
technically-
against it.
Well, technically, me and Thresky share the same square.
Yeah, go
Squeeze
ahead,
against
do
that
if you want.
door.
That's fine. It's up to you.
Yeah, just
There
it
you
makes
go.
it better when everyone can see what we're talking about.
I agree. So you're here. If you can't see it, tell me.
You may
I
wanna
can't
you-
see it, but
you
I'm
may
gonna
going
look
wanna
first.
Shift ping.
Zoom all the way out. You'll see it.
Hit shift and then ping, and it should put everybody there.
Ah, that's what I
There
wanted.
you go.
Oh. Okay.
Cool.
It's a nice little option. It makes
I
it
love
a lot, really
I was already zoomed out to 60%, so
Wow. Okay, cool.
that's where I keep it.
Very nice. So you've got a door here, and it's got symbols that are like cover the entire door from the top to the bottom. Every like little inch is covered in these carvings and swirls. It seems like this is done for decorative fashion. It's some door. There's some lettering on it. There's symbols, but I don't know if you guys would know what it is.
Let me guess. They're not halfling symbol.
They are not halfling symbols. You're correct.
I have Celestial, but that's Celestial and Elvish are my only special languages.
I have quite a few. If you give me a second,
Orc and
I
Abyssal.
have Elven, Celestial, Abyssal, Infernal, and Undercommon.
Cool. Okay. Where's that?
It's all goblin.
I'm trying to find in my notes. I have a lot of notes.
Whenever we die, someone come back as a goblin. Or
I thought
no
about it.
goblin. Or be a bugbear. Be Bugbear's wife.
I mean, we would probably kill a goblin if we saw it.
Forget there.
One more level and it could be my favorite enemy and my second favorite enemy.
I mean,
And then I'll know
you
its
do have
language.
you do have a lot of experience murdering them.
Yes.
Okay, so you see symbols. There are some in each language you describe, covering different parts of the door. The symbols are like grouped up. In the languages, it's a complete gibberish. You don't think it actually means anything. It says something along the lines of like, it'll just be like random symbols that are really ornate. Like they're the most ornate symbols out of the language, and they're just like there.
It's a weird looking door.
It's very weird looking.
Yeah.
And so, like in Celestial, you see like a symbol for like giving like unto another person. For Abyssal, you see like sealing the soul from others. You see like one symbol. It's like extremely ornate. In other languages, you do see one that you recognize as some sort of like old common, and that one, is a word that says something like it's a word that none of you know, but it's relatively long and it seems outdated.
Live long and prosper.
Yeah, that's
Should
probably
we
what it
open
means.
this door then? Seems pretty nifty.
It seems kind
Sure.
of interesting, although it could just be a gigantic room for the meat they don't like, the food they don't like to eat.
I'll go ahead and open it.
So you touch the handle and try to open it, but it doesn't budge. The handle doesn't.
Does it seem like it's locked?
It does seem like.
Or, okay. I will pull out a set of thieves' tools and try to pick the lock, I guess.
As you go to rake the what do you call them? The little like pins.
Yeah.
They like don't move. They don't give like you expect them to. They're sort of like locked in place.
That's weird.
Well,
Does the
maybe-
words look like they could be moved around or pressed in order, something like a puzzle?
No, they're definitely not movable. They're just carved into the door.
What does it say in? Was there something in Orcish?
There is something in Orcish. It's like a dialect that you're not super familiar with, but it's a word that means like bloodlust in the mountains of, in the Hisa Mountains under the night sky. Like it's a symbol that means all of that, and it's incredibly ornate.
I say bloodlust in the Hisha Mountains under the night sky, out loud, to like see if that triggers anything.
No.
Orc poetry's kind of weird.
Yeah, I don't really get it,
Yeah.
but
I actually go up to the door, go, why don't they ever use halfling languages? And I just kick the door in like frustration.
Okay. You kick the door and you hear a thump.
perhaps
Of
there's
the lock.
clues.
Disengaging?
There is a keyhole for the record, obviously, because you did try to open it with a
Yeah.
lockpicking set.
Perhaps
and
we need the
stuck
key.
things in it.
I mean,
Yeah, I
Pull out
guess
my
I'll
tannerite.
look around a bit.
Your what?
Tannerite.
What the hell is that?
Oh, it's like an aluminum compound that will melt through a tank.
Oh,
When did you make that? We could have used that earlier.
I
I
don't think
probably
he
don't
really
have
has
that
it,
yet.
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you don't.
Just guess check this path to the left.
Okay, so hold on. Don't go running. There's things here. I just don't have a lot of tokens for it. So as you round this corner, you see a couple things. One, you see here is the ballista
Ooh.
sticking out of the window that is here. Okay. I don't have a token for it, but it's there, and you just see a pile of ash next to it. Actually, you see two piles of ash. One here and one here.
Oh, I didn't think we actually did any damage to the people.
Apparently we did. Something else killed them.
They must have heard of our reputations and killed themselves. That was smart.
Oh no, Tannerite's not what I was thinking of. It's even cooler.
It's even cool.
It's an explosives you set off with a high velocity rifle round.
So it's something like this, and it shoots out this window.
Is it loaded?
It is not.
Damn it.
Darn. I was gonna test Wesley's armor and have him wear it and be out there so I can try it out.
There's there are some rounds on the wall over here. You can see many have been used, but there's also a few left.
Wesley, have you ever loaded a crossbow ballista thing before?
No.
Well, I'm sure you can figure it out. You're smart. Come load it for me. I want to shoot it.
Okay.
Guys, I see it. There's a nest in here.
Well, let's shoot
What?
the ballista first. We might die.
Okay. And I've seen this nest before with what I've used with it, so I'm kind of scared of it right now, Jim.
Okay, yeah, hold on. One thing at a time. What's
Yeah.
the first thing?
Well, obviously, if there's something that Gilbert sees, like Thrust just wants to say that he shot a ballista before, so.
Okay, so you're gonna load it, and it's gonna take you like a solid 15 seconds to like load it, and then another solid 15 seconds to like try to point it somewhere and figure out how it moves and all that. It's gonna take you a bit. So while you do that, Gilbert, you can stumble into this room.
All right, I go
I'm
there
gonna
and
stick
I
with Gilbert.
just kind of stumble into here. I'm like, okay. Oh, there's two nests.
So there's two nests, and there's a great big open. It's like this is like a patio, and the archway that you're in is like there used to be a sealed door there, door that would go to the outside.
Is this where the griffins came from?
Bingo.
Yeah,
it looks
this
exactly
is-
like that.
Is-
And you notice a wolf carcass here.
Any griffin eggs?
There are no
That
griffins.
wolf carcass is definitely
Uh,
the one it ran off with.
did we kill both the griffins, guys?
Yeah, we took the griffins are dead.
Okay.
One of them flew.
We killed that one later on.
Oh, I just wasn't here.
So after me and Wesley shoot the ballista, we obviously follow.
Yeah. So when you load it up and shoot it,
This
shoots
just circles around.
so far and so fast. It's crazy. It takes you forever to like crank it up to be ready to shoot, and then once it's finally shot, it's like boom, and it like just arcs. You think you could get the tree line from there.
That
Oh,
was
wow.
awesome. I bet you that hurts a lot when it hits you, right, Wesley?
I
Yeah,
punch you.
I know that for sure too, but it hurt a lot.
Okay, nope.
Right, I can
That's
put
the
that
thing.
one.
That's a thing. So I need to
Okay,
stop.
yeah, hold the fucking phone.
Alright.
Why are you guys? There's more to see. There's a tile mosaic across this entire floor
Whoops.
of monsters that you recognize from the hills. You see a displacer beast. You see the vines. You see goblins. You see like all these things that are in the hills. Some things you do recognize, some things you don't. And it just like is small tiles around the size of like a coin, right? That have been placed and then like covered over with some sort of like sealant of some sort,
Sort of like a penny floor.
like glass or something. Yeah, it's
Okay.
like a penny.
Is this
The goblins did not deserve this keep.
Is this how they're raising them? I mean, these guys were undead. I mean,
Penny floors are covered with epoxy, not glass, guys.
That's correct, but
Yeah.
you work with what you got. So it seems very expensive, and it seems like this used to be like a patio over here, and it's been repurposed. Like this used to be somebody's nice house, it seems. But
How long would you guys be okay with staying here?
I mean, we're not in any
Well,
rush.
everybody seems dead. I mean, so I assume we could
Alex
probably
is just staring.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to sketch the different beasts because they all seem to be from this area, so
Yeah.
that
Do you
maybe I
want
could
to?
research them later. It would take a while though, so
Do you want to sketch those?
Sketch what,
Alex
Alex?
is just pointing.
what are you pointing at?
I don't know. Some weird snake.
So, as you round the corner, you see these. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Hold on. As you round the corner, you see this. What this was control.
Were these things on the? Oh, nice.
That's pretty.
Were these things sketched on the floor out there?
No,
Looks like they have wings. Are they flying?
they're flying. They're little like dragon snake things, and they are looking at you. And as you step into their room, they're about the size of they're like 6 feet long, and they're flying. It seems like they're staying like aloft without a lot of flapping of wings that you would think would be required.
Do one of you want to be my mount?
They look at you and they say, like with a very slow, drawn out voice, they say, "Who comes forth
Shit, they
to
talk.
be judged?" And they finish each other's sentences, like
Uh,
swapping words.
Can I roll some sort of check to discern what these are?
Yes, Arcana, or religion, or
I'll help.
like something like that.
Yeah, they'll do religion.
As they're doing that, I answer. I'm like, I am Gilbert.
Nope, that's
Never
heard
religion.
of You guys look magnificent. Would you one of you like to be my mount?
They look at you and they say, "Be your mount." They're like trading words.
We totally need these as
Be
pets, Gilbert.
Yours? Did you say that?
Yes.
Okay. Be your pet?
Well,
Hmm.
maybe not. Maybe not pets. I never thought of Pooch as a pet. He was my companion. He fought beside me and everything. We had a whole bunch of fun.
Well, Nyx is my
Still
companion,
so
but she's still.
selfish.
What judgment are you trying? What judgment
Come
needs to
in.
be passed?
Judgment
the
on
good judgment.
you.
Said no
Wesley,
one
how'd
else.
you get? Oh,
They fly
different door.
around and they're like floating and they come over to Wesley and they're like, "You.
Oh, I don't like this.
What is it that you're doing here?"
Wesley, stay calm.
When you talk, you feel compelled to be quiet. It's not
DM
like a
just told me to
forced
shut up.
thing. No, not
cool.
you. Not you, Alex. Like when you talk, it's like you feel like you're being shushed mentally.
What are we
So-
being? What are you judging for?
Same with you. You feel like you're being shushed.
It
They ask
asked
questions
me-
of Wesley.
What I'm doing here?
Yeah.
Just trying to clean out some goblins and stuff that are hurting folk.
You came to kill.
Well, I tried talking to them first.
Mm,
We were going to try to work out some trades that would keep them from hurting people and us from having to hurt them.
I see. Well, we see. It turns over to Alex. Who is your god?
Ilmater, the god of the rack.
Holy shit.
Ew, mate.
No, like a torturer's rack, not.
Yeah,
not
that's what I'm.
rack, rack.
That's what I was thinking.
I know that. Ilmater, god of tits.
God, that
God of tits.
would be hilarious.
Blasphemy.
Tell us,
You
what
nuts.
is it that draws you to this god?
Well, he gave me warmth when I was still in chains, and I don't want other people to be in chains, but, well, he's all about suffering in the place of others, so if I can endure pain to ease that of others, then I should do that, right?
Very noble of you. They turn down to Gilbert. And you, those who wish to ride us as a pet. What is it that you want in life?
To take down the dwarven leader who suppressed my people for years and put his head upon my land.
Revenge it is then.
Yes, it is.
And they like split around Alex as you feel like their feathers just like dust you as they walk by.
What?
Thrust, is it?
Yes. You know my name?
Of course. Of course we. Who doesn't know your name?
Too many people.
Too many people do not know your name. You wish to be famous?
Yes. I want the world to know my name and the good deeds that I've done.
So you wish to be worshipped?
No. I want to be famous.
Famous could mean a lot. You want to be shit, what's the word? It starts with an R.
Revered.
Yes, thank you. Revered for your kind deeds. They say that with like a little bit of a point to it.
Perhaps, but I more want to be an example for my people. Want people to see an orc that's doing good things in the world.
Ah, true.
Sorry, you cut out there.
The truth comes out. And you, skirt around you, thrust to greet Lyra. And they like seem to be getting you way as if they'd like you to move.
I do that. Yep.
And they whirl around each other and flutter as they look at you, Lyra. And you are here as well, and you must also be judged. Who is the one you look up to? Who is your hero?
Super.
I don't particularly have a hero.
No?
No, I seek knowledge and the destruction of demons as a whole.
Ah. Demons, you said.
Yes.
A unfortunate and shit words. A pesky breed, aren't they?
Yes. Evil.
Evil indeed. And they
And I seem a bit choked up when I say evil.
I shift, self-conscious.
okay, they flutter around. Now, at this point, I'm going to ask you all a question, and you may reply to me in DM if you want.
Okay.
Direct message.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
If any of you are lying or telling the truth, I need you to tell me whether you're lying or telling the truth about any of the things you've just said.
Got it.
And you can either tell me in DM or publicly.
Just
Truth.
like DM you in Discord or
Either way, it doesn't matter.
Right.
Just tell me somehow.
Uh,
If you were
yeah, what
lying
Alex
or-
said was the truth.
I
Yeah,
speak the truth.
so. Actually, what was that?
That was Savannah breathing out.
That was her sighing.
That's
It
your
was
sign.
super staying
Damn.
inside.
I wasn't sighing. I'm actually kind of choked at the moment.
What
Oh,
if?
man.
So what if it's mostly true, but like parts of it are untrue? Does it have to be 100% truth, or
If any part of it was untrue at all.
okay? Some of
I-
mine was untrue.
Okay.
I just
wanna talk about it, or do you
my
wanna-
answer.
Okay.
If you wanted to talk about it, you wouldn't have lied.
Well, I'm just trying to remember what I said. I said,
You said that you wanted to be revered. You wanted orcs to be. You wanted people to see the deeds of an orc.
Doing
as
good.
being good.
yeah. The reasons behind why I want that are not what I said.
Right.
Well, they are, but they're not the only thing.
Okay. So then they're gonna come back over to you, and they'll say, "We know that there's more to your story." And they circle each other, doing like this double helix thing.
Sort of
And they're-
shuffle. Uncomfortably.
They're like, they're not slithering. They're like gracious. They're like graceful, and like they spin around each other, and like they're like perfect and beautiful.
Well,
I
I
They're
wasn't
not like
lying.
snakes. They're more like dragons. They said, they come over to you and they say, lying. Oh, well, we didn't say anything about lying, but if you'd like to tell us more.
I mean, there's always something that's left out unless you... I could be here for hours if you want me to tell you the whole life story. How much do I tell you? What-
That is not necessary. We will ask another. What are these accomplishments that you so wish others to know about?
I don't care what the accomplishments are, as long as people know about them. And
I see.
they paint orcs as a good people, and me as a hero.
A two-folded reasoning. Logic, which serves both you and it also serves the world. Or so you use this logic to justify your action. They swirl around and they're doing a dance.
Thrust just tries to like meet their eyes as they like fly around. He doesn't respond.
You feel like you shouldn't. Does that make sense? Like
Yeah.
when you feel like they're judging you, and you feel like, you know, like when you're getting scolded by your parent, you know you did something wrong. That's what it feels like.
Yeah. Thrust is still gonna try. I don't know if I have to make a save or anything, but
Okay, yeah, make me a con save, or yeah, con save.
I was gonna say if it's wisdom, I'm definitely failing.
Yeah, I mean either one would be okay, I think. Okay, so you are able to hold their gaze, but you still get that same.
Yeah.
Uh,
Thrust is proud.
you know that they want you, but you're not showing them that, right? But on the inside, you know, behind the visage, how do you feel?
like about what I just said, or like what's
How
happening
do you
right
feel
now?
about about what's happening? About tell us more about what Thrust is feeling on the inside in his inner monologue. Like, does he feel like, oh God, they're gonna catch me in a lie? Does he feel like,
Well,
you
he
know,
like he doesn't feel like he's been lying. He's like getting kind of annoyed.
okay,
Like they like everyone else said something about their past, and he said the truth about his past. He just left parts out, and now they're like targeting him for that. And he's and now he's been honest with what he said about the reasons. And yeah, he's just like he's not getting
Fuck
angry,
you.
but he's just confused as to why they're targeting him, and he's not exactly the wisest person. So he's just like,
right,
I didn't do anything. What the fuck?
yeah, okay. They dance around and they come over to Wesley. Like they sort of like give you a nod. They look at you and then they come over to Wesley, and they say, and you, the nervous one,
Eep.
is it for good that you tinker, toil, and murder? They like put some emphasis on the last word. Or do you do it for the thrill, for the sake of advancing your knowledge and your technology?
I like doing it. That's how it started. I don't think I've ever hurt anybody except in self-defense or to keep them from hurting others.
They don't say anything. They just twirl around each other, leaving you to think about it. And they go off to Gilbert.
I smile as they come over and, hi.
Change your mind.
You who wants us as a pet for your own selfish reasoning, what do you seek in life? What is it that you would accomplish?
My main goal in life is to find the general who took over our village for several years and treat us nasty, and just make sure that he got the justice that he deserves.
So
after that-
revenge is the only. They interrupt you. The revenge is the only thing you seek.
At this point in my life, yes.
Truly selfish. And they come around here.
Judgmental motherfuckers.
Yeah, they are.
Are they just going to do this until we tell them to stop?
Yeah. Until we get angry and kill them. Or they kill
They
us.
completely pass by Alex. And they say, they come over to Lyra and they say, oh, I don't know what that sound was. but
They
that's not what
say gold.
Yeah,
Oh, that might have been me. Sorry.
that's fine.
Alex is a good boy. He doesn't need a double check.
No, Lyra, they come
God, those good boy points coming into play.
and they're like, doing a little dance and looking real graceful, nice. Their feathers are like gleaming, and like when the light changes on them, you can see like the color changes and fades and glimmers, and they're real good. They come over to you and they say, knowledge is noble. However, the pursuit of knowledge is only a means. To what end, we ask?
To destroy evil, in essence.
So those pesky demons then.
Yes.
Well, what demons have you destroyed so far?
Just lesser demons. I am not strong enough for the higher ups yet.
Ooh. And you seek to be strong enough,
Eventually, yes.
smart enough. We see. And they like twirl around. And they come back to Alex. And they say, "You who are so clearly worthy, why do you keep the company of these miscreants?"
Alex looks around at them for a second. I didn't really think about it like that. I don't. Everyone has their flaws and it's a little bit broken, but I'm broken too in my own ways, so I guess they felt like family. And I wanted a family to travel with.
Mm.
It's easier to do good and not give in to the desire to give up if you have other people depending on you.
Mm. So humble. And do you waver from time to time in your loyalty to your God?
My loyalty will not waver. I would never turn my back on someone who has kept me from giving up on so many days.
So your and your thoughts are completely like this, right? Like you are completely 100% like what we're hearing is what you're thinking.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, and they seem to just completely accept this and move over to thrust and doing their little dance. They say,
Make a little love.
"Now, how are we to protect? Excuse me. How are we to protect this place if we let you rummage about?"
Are we still getting the thing where we can't speak?
No, you can speak.
what do you mean protect this place? Last I saw it was full of goblins. Were they
Yes.
your servants? Did you make them undead?
Oh, certainly not. We protect the sanctum. We do not protect the realm of mere mortal men and, I suppose, now goblins.
Well, what's in this sanctum? I didn't even know about it until you just mentioned it. It's like you want me to go in there.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Not really.
No.
Give a little chuckle.
can Alex quietly cast Detect Evil and Good? He has a feeling that these are some sort of celestial being and just kind of wants to confirm it to himself.
Okay, can you link the spell and...
It is a paladin ability.
Oh, okay, can you link it somehow? Or paste it or
Yeah.
something?
Yeah, I have it in my sheet. Divine Sense.
Celestial fiend or undead?
Okay, you know these are celestial.
Now, I don't know anything about the sanctum. I don't know what you're protecting. I didn't come here to pilfer about in there. You can talk to Goody Two Shoes over here. And I look at Alex. As for us miscreants, if you don't want us going in, we don't have to go in. And we're not going to push the subject, but I don't really know why you're judging us. Shh. That's... Basically, I don't know what's going on right now.
Okay.
To answer your question.
They shush you at the end, and they look over to Alex and they say, "Satisfied with our what's the word, like alignment, I guess is what they would say. I don't know, like good slash evil, like
Yeah.
temperament,
Actually,
however you want to think about
Judgment?
It's
it. No,
it's actually yes, it's actually kind of relaxing. The only celestial creature I've ever been able to meet was Celestris, my mount that Ilmater gifted to me for while I'm, I guess, alive.
Truly, you have the favor of your. Well, they look around. Unfortunately, we cannot let only one in and only one out. It is either the whole or nothing.
Can I go? I just raise my hand.
They look at you and they like rush through, like Thrust and Alex, and they like come really close to you and they say, "Absolutely not." And they
Oh.
dance about.
Sound like you're asking for volunteers.
They were saying that you only like they can't just let one person in. It has to be everybody or nobody.
Oh.
That's what they're trying.
And watch. Oh, sorry. Go, Wesley.
Why exactly would we want to?
Why would you want to recall young? Fuck. What's your race?
Tiefling.
Tiefling.
Thank you. I was gonna say like devil. I was like, that's not right.
He's a double toe.
I'm a child of Dispater.
Thank you. Young tiefling, recall what you know about this place.
There were goblins here, and they were hurting the people in the village. And there's a ballista that really hurts. That's all I know.
I see, says one to the other. Yes, they do not recall. They look at you and they like whisper around you and they're, you are, although material goods persuade you into action, you still seek good.
We didn't come. We're not getting paid to come here. I'm getting a little stern and looking at them like they're more of a puzzle than a threat.
I kind of like pull on Thrust's elbow, like, what's a miscreant? Is that a type of rat?
It's basically Illusia. Gilded.
Oh, like the guy I coined for Smash?
Yes. He was a miscreant.
Oh, okay.
And we are not.
At the end, they go, "Oh, you are not, are you?"
How am I a miscreant? What have we
Are
done?
you?
You seek fame over good deed.
I seek fame through good deeds for good reasons.
But the good is only a means and not an end.
What kind of person only asks questions? Seems
The
rather rude.
kind that needs to know things in order to do their job.
I say we all go to the sanctum and see what it's all about. It sounds interesting.
We cannot permit that.
You just said we all go or none go, so that means we all have to go or we all don't go. So I'm kind of confused. Can we all go or not?
You may not.
Is there anything that will change your mind? You seem to have us all pegged.
Only those pure of heart may enter.
Well,
I assume everyone just looks at Alex.
Yeah.
yeah.
I actually looked at Thrust kind of confused. I'm like, doesn't everybody have a heart?
Yes, but some of us have hearts that pull us in other ways.
Indeed, they say when you say that. Other ways, other stories, other lives entirely. They look at you poignantly.
Well, if you're not going to let us in, can we go?
Oh, you are more than welcome to leave.
I mean, does anyone have any questions? Or I don't think I'm going to pass this test that they're giving us.
Perhaps a sign of good faith could go a long way.
What kind of sign would you like?
Is there something you are... let me think of a good word. Is there something you have been meaning to do but haven't? Is there something you would like to share?
Wesley turns. He's already crimson, but he just brightens, blushing.
They
I know you've somewhat judged them to be, I guess, immoral or unpure, but I think they're fine as they are. They all work hard to do good deeds, and I would be willing to give them my back at any point in a fight. I trust them completely, and I have one chain I keep on me at all times that gives me comfort, but they give me the same comfort. So Alex takes off his ribbons and offers them to them as a gesture of just how much faith he has in the others. And under the ribbons, it's like badly scarred wrists, like pulling against chains, ropes, etc.
Your actions may not excuse the lack of action from others.
Are they talking to the whole group right now?
No, they're talking to Alex.
What?
But like you can hear them, obviously. But what they're trying to say is like you cannot give your grace in order to absolve those who are without.
Well,
to be sorry.
Since they were talking and they gave me the question, all of a sudden, like, I just start telling the story, like, when I tried to help the people in my village, help the ones who are old, who need more food and all that, trying to help them. Give like a small story. Not a fake story, but obviously a story that's, that helped me,
Can
them out of being trapped.
Can I do a perception check to kind of see who they're, like, not really vibing with?
Yeah.
Wesley wouldn't immediately get that.
Okay, sure. You think they hate you.
Just being a
you
dick.
think they hate only you.
Oh fuck.
Can I do an insight check to see if I think they dislike me?
Yeah.
And like this is to see that if basically what I'm trying to insight is if they are okay with everybody else and I'm the only one that they're like.
Okay, go ahead.
I want to insight if they're liking my story.
So Thrust, you can tell that they're cool with Alex. They're cool with Wesley. They're as cool with So they like Alex the most.
Mhm.
Then they like Wesley and Lyra. Then they like you, and then they like Gilbert, in that order. Gilbert seeks only revenge. They don't like that, even if it is sort of a good thing. Revenge is bad. That's like what they've given you so far. Wesley, they believe, is good at heart, even though he uses means that are otherwise questionable to them, right? Like material goods, technology, stuff like that. They don't necessarily see that as a good way to go about doing the things he does. And obviously, you all kill people, so that's not great. But like they believe that these people are good. Like they believe that Lyra, in her search of knowledge and her search of banishing evil, which they do believe is a good thing to do, they generally like the three of them. It's you and then Gilbert that they have issue with. You because with Wesley's means are questionable, but his end is good. And with you, your end is pretty good, but your means are kind of questionable.
Mhm.
Or excuse me, other way around. Your means are good, but your end is questionable. That's what I meant to say.
Mhm.
And then with Gilbert, he's like fucking not helping himself at all. He's got revenge on his mind. He just wants to kill motherfuckers. Like
The
So-
Dwarven scum must be taken down.
Yeah,
you can tell that.
If he had his own country, he would invade Poland.
And Thrust, you can even tell that you think that they asked the others more questions, even though they seem to be okay with them, specifically after you thought about how you were mad that they were only targeting you.
I
You noticed that.
I put my hand on Gilbert's shoulder and I'm like, well, I have nothing more to say to you. If anyone else does, that's fine, but I don't see myself getting into this sanctum. I feel like you're targeting me, and I'm not going to pass any tests. The rest of you are fine.
What's wrong with Thrust's desire to attain fame? Is it bad?
I mean, I want to be an example for my people. I want orcs to look at a famous orc who people love. People of all cultures love. Not just orcs. But, you know, that might seem selfish to these creatures.
So they kind of interrupt after you say creatures. You seek representation then.
Yes.
Representation of good from those who are usually not, or and they like catch themselves and they like say like at least maybe they are perceived as not. They don't mean to offend you. They're giving way to like your thing.
I've told you my reasons. They are what they are. Take it or leave it.
So, bribe.
Did you say
Again.
bribe?
No, so prideful.
Oh.
Oh,
And you
yes.
seek justice in your own terms, but you must let go of revenge as a form of justice. And they look at you and they say like I know this is cliche, but they say this. An eye for an eye makes the world blind.
He just gives it a deep sigh. He's like, that's true, but I don't know any other way to make sure the general, pays for his actions. I don't. I'm confused.
That
Look
is-
down on the ground.
That is okay. It is okay to be confused. It is okay to need guidance. It sometimes means you must look either to your God or perhaps deeper within yourself for answers. And sometimes it takes time. But we would caution you not to go forth with murder and blood on your mind.
And a thought just finally comes into his head. He looks at it and like, does that mean there's no dwarven conspiracy?
They chuckle and they say, well, I don't know if I would say that, one says, and the other says,
Oh
I
shit.
wouldn't say that either.
Theory intensifies.
That's the worst thing you could say.
However-
That's
Gilbert.
just a theory. A dwarven
However,
conspiracy theory.
we do not think that you should go forth with the thought of killing and getting revenge, but instead go forth with the thought that your gods and the gods of those being judged will know judgment that is adequate.
Is there any way when I find him, I could call on you guys to judge him?
You won't be able to call upon us. However, there are always others, not necessarily like us. They look at each other. But there are many gods, and many of them good. There are always deities willing to hear you out.
I kind of like puts my lance like up like a walking step and just lean on it, just trying to think of like thinking of what they're talking about and all that, and just slowly mulling it over. Kind of like you guys haven't seen me look this serious and thinking ever,
Okay.
except for thrust every now and then.
Okay. As soon as they see you start to do that, they flick back over to Thrust and they say, we may offer you similar advice if you are willing to take it.
What? Not to... Are you, like, preaching a god right now? Is that...
No. Did you listen to what we just
I
said?
did. It was very preachy to me. It was
Yes.
like, oh, perhaps you should stop on your path and see a god and follow their path. It's not really my style.
And what is your style?
I do things my own way.
That is acceptable. No, they catch themselves. It is even. But perhaps you should think on your ends. You seek fame for yourself, but let us ask you a question. If the fame did not come to you, but instead to another, but the end goal, they say, was the same, would this be acceptable?
Truthfully? No.
Truthfully.
It has to be me.
And why is that? Are you... They look at each other. Then they look at you both together. Special?
No. But
Oh.
it has to be me.
Oh.
Not special yet.
Not special yet. But you will be? They ask a question.
When everyone in the world knows my name, then I will be special. Until then,
And it must be your name and not others.
has to be
But-
thrust to the sharp.
They say, oh, that name.
Yes.
Not any other.
Nope. Thrust the sharp. It's my stage name.
They flick their tongues at you. It is more than that.
I mean, it's
In a
sort of a
moment
play on
here.
words because I have a rapier. I know.
Yes. We understand the story you've been telling, but we understand more than that.
Oh, I feel you understand a lot. Which is why I don't think we're really gonna get anywhere here.
Oh, but we could.
But we won't.
Ah, so stubborn.
Wesley still believes that this is all because he's a tiefling.
Yes, it's
So-
all Wesley's fault. It's all his
So
fault.
he's gonna go forward a little bit and go, I don't have a god. Could your god fix this? And I just kind of gesture at me and my horns and
For God's sake, Schweshley, you don't need any fixing. You're perfect the way you are.
well, they're not letting us in because of me.
They look at you two and they go, "Wow, for once we agree with Thrust the Shire. You are, just as you are, acceptable, and you do not need to worry about that. Just because you are from the spawn of what is evil."
Flinch.
And they like glance over to Lyra and then look back at you. It does not therefore make you evil. You are proof of that.
A lot of people disagree.
Ah, yes. But they look around and they go, being those that judge, we are able to say, and they come in really close to you, people are idiots.
I actually laugh.
They laugh with you.
Can I use my insight to see if they're okay with Gilbert now? I use my inspiration. I typed it in the chat just to make sure.
Okay, so yeah, definitely with inspiration, you can tell they seem to be cool with him now. They seem to be like, ah, yes, he has been influenced. He is not truly out for revenge necessarily. He simply wants justice, and they feel that he is making the thoughts to like the stride to at least at least consider this, and like that's really
All right,
more of what
guys.
they want to see.
How much do we want to go in here? I can probably make it happen.
In or out of character?
Well, that was in character, but out of
Okay.
character, how? Yeah, I'm I want to go in this place just as much as everyone else, but I'm like playing Thrust
I mean-
how he would
Yeah.
be in the situation.
Um,
So
Alex
that's why
will
Thrust is
just
asking
put a
everybody.
hand on Thrust's shoulder for a second. I want to go in, but I don't want you to sacrifice who you are at all. If you feel you have to be the one who stands at the top and gains that fame and is a good example for orcs, then I would want you to do it regardless. It doesn't matter if we can go in there or not.
Wait,
I,
you're not letting us in because of Mr. Thrust?
I'd like to go in, but if I'm not worthy, then I guess I can accept that now. And I'm
People-
still thinking.
Attack me and steal from me and give me cursed armor just because of how I look. And Mr. Thrust, he gave me a loan when I was eating rats, and he didn't worry about it. He barely even knew me.
Is this so?
It's because money's never really been an issue for me, actually. Wasn't really a noble gesture.
It was the first time anyone ever gave me anything.
What means a lot to you does not mean a lot to others.
out of character. Who says yes? Who says no? I will. I'm easy either way. It's up to you guys.
Gimble
Yes.
wants.
Yes.
Gimble
Yeah.
wants to go in.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Gimble?
Gilbert wants to.
Gilbert?
Gilbert wants to go in, but he knows they don't really want him to go in. So
Yes,
I don't
but Alex wants thrust to be thrust.
Okay.
I don't want to go in if you have to change your character.
Oh no, I'm not changing my character at all.
Like-
So,
And-
if I tell you my real reasons, or part of the reasons, why I want fame, or I want people to know the name Thrust the Sharp,
The mad ditches.
will you let me and my friends in? If I...
We cannot make any promises like that, but we do believe that honesty and truth are key to goodness.
Okay. So, my name is not Thrust the Sharp, obviously. I told you all it was Thruck, but
Thruck.
it is actually Theodore Francis Diedrich. And I am the son of Numitor Theodore Diedrich, a noble in the city of Ix. He is a human, and don't know who my mother was. The reason I want fame is to prove to him that orcs are, good people. And basically I want to shove it in his face a little bit. I want him to hear of this Thrust the Sharp without knowing who it was and then figure it out that it's his actual son. But that's only part of the reason. The main reason is to be an example for my people, but that is also a part of it. I want to also prove myself to my father.
They look around super interested in looking at everybody's faces and their reactions.
I pull out a ring from one of my pockets and my family signet ring.
Thrust, would you have told this to Gilbert at all within the past year we've been traveling together?
Nope.
Okay. Then I look really surprised,
Nani?
I look a little sympathetic towards Thrust and kind of shift uncomfortably and move forward if I can move forward.
Yep, absolutely.
I will actually, after he gets on Telesis, I will give his leg a hug.
Okay.
Thanks,
As
Gilbert.
much as I can hug.
Alex looks a little bit somber, pretty much thinking Thrust shouldn't really need to prove himself to his father.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Lyra, did you want to go on?
She looks a little uncomfortable. You said you wanted a show of faith. Do you mean like a show of something we wouldn't do before, like Thrust and Alex did, or something else?
What do you have in mind? They ask in a way that implies that they know, but they want you to share.
Fucking show and tell. DM's making us spill all our bullshit.
I haven't really told my companions or my group any of my past, I guess. I've kind of watered it all down, and as my show of faith, and then I'll reach into my pocket and I'll pull out this little medallion, and it's like a sun, but it's like a jeweled sun, like fine jewelry. And she's kind of stuttering as she goes along. The reason I have such a vendetta against demons, why I wish to purge their evil, is because the only one I have ever loved was taken by a demon. And that is why I'm so bent towards destroying them. And I kind of just hold it out for people to see. This was hers. And she's shaking visibly as she says this because she really does not tell anybody anything.
Hearing this, Gilbert goes from thrust and goes over to give Lyra a hug.
Thank you
Wesley
for sharing,
just
Lyra.
looks confused. T.
Is Lyra a moon druid? Not a moon druid, a moon elf?
Yes.
And this was like a sun symbol.
Yes, her beloved was a sun elf.
Okay. Is this like a Romeo
This was her sort
Juliet,
of show of
two
faith.
families
Yes,
kind of
but-
a thing? But with two girls, obviously.
Basically, yeah.
Julia and
Wesley
Juliet.
still hasn't quite
Yeah,
put
yeah.
together the dots of lesbian. I thought she. You're he.
God damn it, Wesley.
We can talk about it
No.
later, Wesley.
I'll
move my
tell you more
character
later,
over.
guys, but that was my show of faith. I actually, for once, trust someone, and that would be you guys.
And
And I
thus
give you
it
an even
appears
bigger hug.
She uncomfortably hugs you back.
Alex would hug her, but instead just pats her shoulder because he's still covered in ash and blood.
We've laid it all
Oh!
out bare for you to see, though I think you can already see these things. I think that was for our benefit. Is it enough?
They look at you and they say, "We would suggest to you, Theodore, that you let go of your father. He holds you back from the greatness which may be bestowed upon you should you act nobly rather than for selfish reasons. But you do yourself and your friends a good service by being honest and knowing what it is that is wrong, your thought processes, and what is noble and good and right. And Lyra, you are doing good by being honest as well and showing that although you know what you do is for good, there are also selfish reasons behind that too. We would caution you all to look towards your actions and look to do good for the sake of good. However, with that advice, which they implant in your mind, it feels like they really want to give that, and mentally you are giving it, they're giving weight to their words in your mind, making them more impactful than they may otherwise be without them saying it. And they say, should you think on that, you are deemed worthy. We believe you are the one who should be allowed to carry the torch. And they look at each other, so to speak.
Carry the what? I'm sorry, that last bit was a little bit too soft for me.
Torch.
Yeah.
And they sort of flutter over here and they say, come with us.
Well, I take my lance and just put it to my side and just start walking over. I'm like, come on, the rest are going to show us.
Okay, and they sit here and sort of use their wings to flutter you in the direction of the staircase to the left.
We'll give them a nod and walk down.
Okay, so as you go up, at the very top, just at the end of the staircase, there's not another map, so I'm not moving you. There sits a pedestal, and it holds a box of cloudy glass. And around you as well, there is a box, bigger box, enclosing you all, of glass, which is also cloudy. and it comes to a point at the top, and it's like sort of like a greenhouse in modern
Okay.
terms, but it's
Yeah.
small, and it as you look around, you notice that through the cloudiness there is a good view here of the surrounding area. And you notice that if you stand up in it, you can even see all the way down to the walls. So it has a good point of view. And excuse me. And inside the glass, which seems to be quite thick and purpose built, you see a talisman, an amulet, which seems to be made of the purest gold. Underneath the glass, which one of the flying snake dragon things comes up the right and one comes up the left. They meet in the center, and they both swirl on top of the pedestal, like over the glass, and then they as like a double helix come down into the center of it and disappear into the glass, which then also disappears, and you're left with the amulet floating on the pedestal, like above the pedestal, not touching anything.
We've seen a tapestry that had this in it, I think. Can you tell us what it means?
They're gone. They disappeared into the glass. They just
Alex will gingerly reach out and grab it.
They didn't really answer many questions.
As you touch it, it's
I explode.
You feel a sense of warmth flow through you, and you touch it and grab it, and there's a chain on it as well that seems really sturdy, like it's meant to be worn or something.
Does it look like the talisman on the tapestry?
It does.
Awesome.
It looks exactly like it.
Alex will kind of turn around and look to see if anyone has an issue with him holding it right now. Looks like they want to take it, etc.
What? Are you gonna wear it? Put it on.
Alex was just kind of making sure no one had any quarrels with it, so he'll go ahead and put it on.
Okay. As you put it on, you feel the warmth that you felt through your hands kind of flow through you, and then it goes back to normal as you feel like you had a really good experience putting it on, and it feels good.
It's really warm.
It doesn't feel. It's not heavy. It looks heavy, and it looks like it should be heavy, but it's not.
Yeah. Gilbert asked you to bend over so that he can get a closer look at it.
Alex will
curious about it now.
Alex will take a knee because Alex is 6'2", 6'2", and Gilbert's 3 foot.
Yeah.
Is there anything on the amulet that wasn't on the tapestry?
No, it looks like an exact representation. It's a little bit more detailed in real life. There's a sort of circle in the center with rays coming out of it.
Before leaving the room, Celestial Alex will just give a quick whisper of thank you for the guidance and walk out.
Are they... Oh, sorry, go.
I was going to say, before Gilbert leaves, he just kind of looks at the room and says, "You sure you don't want to be our companions and come with us?"
You hear... in your mind, you hear just Gilbert hears this. Please go before we change our mind.
Well,
Okay. Thank you for teaching me things, and after that, I would just start to walk down the stairs.
as we're all we've looked everywhere in here, right? Yeah, in the second floor.
Yeah, in the second floor. So let me just describe a little bit more about this room here. This room is... Oh, that's a very fast ping. This room is gilded and it's like a temple. There's some symbols, the same kinds of things you saw on the brazier, but you also see them going up to this, except that they don't stop into
Is
the
it all
glass.
Paylor?
It's like every good god that you can think of, like every god of like light and truth and honor and all those good stuff, like they're
Boring
in there.
gods.
And there's symbol, yeah, all the boring gods.
All the
And
boring gods.
there's symbols, even Bahamut is in here.
Yeah.
You know, who can sometimes be someone who is, you know, he's good, but he's like, you know, he's a little bit over the deep end, right? Like he is in here.
Okay. As we're like heading to the stairs or whatever, I'm like, I would appreciate if you all kept that information to yourselves.
I don't know what information you're all worried about, Thrust.
Well, I'm not worried.
Uh,
I just don't want my father finding me.
I don't blame you. There was a Theodore where I grew up, and he got beat up almost as much as I.
Well, I can assure you I never got beat up.
It's okay, because right now we're only traveling with Thrust the Sharp, not Theodore.
Thank you, Alex. I appreciate that.
So you, as you do another once over, there was something I forgot to mention in the Griffin room. So in the Griffin room, it seems like
50 points to the Griffin room.
yeah. Buried in the nest, there are various pouches and satchels and different things that are kind of rotting away, but the goods inside still look pretty good a lot of the time, protected from the elements by their containers. You see a pouch with a small amount of money, like various pouches with a small amount of money. That's the money.
Alright, I'll add it to the group later and we can deal with it at another time if we want to split it and whatever.
You also see, there's some bottles of wine, fine clothes. This you can add to the group loot.
Fine
There's
clothes.
a tiny pouch with gems in it. And there's other pouches which seem to have powders in them.
Wesley, do you know what these are?
What are they?
There are two pouches, one with a gray dust, and the other one has like a tan dust.
I sniff them.
like full on.
Like, do you just like do like a line and go?
Like yeah.
Oh
like
no,
that's-
I'm not snorting it. Like I just open it
You
up.
just like
Snort the dust.
try to catch a little whiff, like
Yeah.
fan it towards you and everything.
I'm
all
going
science.
old school chemist, and
That
old
would-
school
Yeah,
chemists
yeah.
would taste acids to see if they were base.
Yeah.
That
So
would just be so hilarious. You do that, do like, yeah, that's good stuff.
one is like incredibly dry smelling, like you feel like it takes moisture out of your nose, and the other one is like bitter. The gray one is the bitter one. Tan one is the one that's dry.
It's the dust of dryness. Dry.
Can I just like see if I perceive a little bit more just with my training?
Yeah, you notice that these are definitely some sort of like distilled components. Someone has probably made these. They probably could be used in another recipe. They might do something on their own. You definitely know that these are of value.
I don't know exactly what they are, but someone spent a lot of time making it.
Yep, definitely. You also see a potion of a green liquid, which Lyra would probably instantly recognize as a poison.
Vial of poison.
It's a potion of poison.
Oh. So you have to drink it.
Yeah.
Potion of poison.
Yeah.
Does anyone want to take that, or should I just put it in the group loot? I won't use it.
Group. I won't use it probably.
It's meant to be.
I'll just put it in here, and if
So-
we can.
I'll take it.
Okay, Lyra, if you want to add it to your character sheet.
So to the uninitiated, it would look like a potion of healing.
Oh, okay.
But those who know and can tell, it's a potion of poison. So like you could give it to someone and they would think it's a potion of healing unless they knew it was a potion of healing.
Yeah, I've given that to players before, and as they're dying, they drink it and kill themselves. it's
That is evil. Oh my god.
well, they didn't identify it. Man.
Yeah. Wow. So you see that.
Hail
And
Mary.
there's one other thing. There's one other thing in here, in this room. There's one other thing, and it's a tiny statue of a griffin, and it's not in the nest. It's on a little shelf.
I think I know
like
what that
over here.
is.
Yeah, keep drinking. It's a little bronze statuette.
Gilbert will pick it up to take a closer look at it, and bring it over to Thrust so he can see
It's
it.
incredibly detailed. It's more detailed than you think you could ever do, Wesley, as a smith. Like, you feel like the amount of detail, filigree, and little flecks of like perfect metal, like you feel like it's just too perfect.
Wow.
It's of a griffin.
It's of a griffin,
Hmm.
wings
Yes.
out, and
We,
all that
we,
good
we
stuff.
might be able to get some nice coin for this.
I crack open one of the bottles of wine. Shall we?
We defiantly just roleplay into selling it for a statue.
Yeah. Shall we? I mean, this place seems all cleared out. Should we rest here for the night?
Yeah, I think we should
Yeah.
before we go downstairs.
Yeah.
We
I-
don't know what's down there.
I like that, but could we close the door? It's not that I'm scared of basements and stuff, but there's a lot of bad things, and we don't really know why they kept coming back to life and trying to kill us.
Well, they're all dushed now,
Yeah.
but that seems like a good idea. We can barricade the doors and have watchers and do all that jazz. Maybe look at some of these items, see if any of them are fancy, or figure out what that talisman is.
Or magical or something.
Okay.
So can we have a long rest?
yeah.
Do you want us to do like watches now, or do you want to do that like the start of next session, or?
That's up to you guys about the timing.
Okay.
But I would like to know where you guys are going to go and what precautions you're going to take, stuff like that.
Well,
Like
I
you talked
liked that
about the door.
room that we were in with a barricade. There's a bar. We can, have a couple of drinks. There are some beds in the other room. We've already barricaded it, so we could just sleep in there the night if you like.
I would really like to at some point go back to the mosaic almost with all the different creatures.
Yeah.
Can we can just rest near the mosaic. It doesn't seem like many of the goblins would really necessarily know about this area as much, or else it would probably be defiled a lot more.
Okay, yeah, we can do that.
Maybe they're scared of that area. Maybe those things protect them.
They weren't so scared they weren't using that ballista.
You
Let's
Uh,
go into that
do you,
room.
would you like to know more about the ballista room? Spend some time looking around.
Actually, yeah, I probably would. Useful.
You cut out. I can't tell what you said.
He'd like to look at it.
Okay. So you take a look at the
We'll be
mechanisms. and-
seeing if there's anything scavenge. Am
yeah,
I? Can you hear me?
not really.
You're cutting in though. Cutting in and out.
Yeah. You want to investigate. You want to see if there's anything to scavenge, right?
Yeah.
So roll me investigation as far as that stuff goes.
Oh, god damn it,
Yeah,
Jim!
yeah,
You
yeah.
said I wouldn't be using this all the time.
Says
So I
who?
didn't-
Okay, so you know a lot of good stuff. You can definitely tell a lot about the mechanisms behind the ballista. You know why it fires so fast. You can see that it has a good way to fire the bolt very quickly and with good aim, but it takes a long time to reload it. You can kind of note this down in your notebook and refer back to it later.
Okay.
You also notice that it has like notches for precise aim, so you can set it in a specific aim and shoot it multiple times without it losing its aim. It has lots of good stuff that are cool about it that you haven't seen before.
Yeah, the sight on it is new to me. I'm like, oh, that's so simple.
Yeah.
So I'm writing that down,
Cool,
stuff like that.
definitely.
Mr. Thrust,
Where shall we?
You're not wanting to live here, are you?
No. I mean, we don't have
Should
to leave
we-
right now, but
Should we cut the string? It wouldn't really be broken, but it'd take a while to fix.
I just pull out my rapier and thwink. Or like
Okay, you
hack
do-
through it
you
if
do
I need
that.
to.
No, it's a rope, but like it's still small enough that your rapier will be able to cut through it. If it's actually sharp, which I believe it is.
Yeah.
Thrust is sharp. We better have a sharp blade.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So
The
you're able
name's
to
a
go
lie.
through it. And when you do, the little tension that is left kind of like collapses the mechanism. So like it's not curved as much anymore, and like it's definitely out of commission.
I'm just sipping the wine, passing it around. Sure, mosaic
Alex will
room.
sit with Lyra and just
Gilbert
watch
takes,
as she does her mosaic.
Gilbert takes a long swig.
The mosaic is over here, Lyra.
I can't get the web page to work.
Alright.
I got
any
you. I'll
checks
move your
or
token.
anything- Thank you. It won't let me do anything without saying the page won't load.
What
So I've been
browser
trying to
are you using?
reload and
Do you-
Chrome.
Do you have that?
What
red,
kind of check
bar?
would it be, Jim?
Investigation, I suppose, right?
For
I
drawing?
was
For what?
For
Oh, for
sketching?
drawing?
I'm
I mean, the sketching.
it piece by piece. Like each
You wanna sketch
page
the
has a
whole
different.
thing?
What I find interesting.
Alright.
Not
Do me
stuff
investigation.
we've already seen, but
Obviously.
There you go. I made your roll.
Cool.
It's garbage.
I'm giving you
Aw.
advantage because you have plenty of time and
It's
you're
20.
and you're good at drawing and you're doing
Okay.
on your character. So you have a 20. You're gonna get a.
Sorry.
Just
It does-
creatures I haven't seen before
It
and
does
stuff
look
like
like
that.
it too. It's an 18 plus 2. So yeah, let me get back to you on which creatures you specifically see next session. But I will
Okay.
do that, and you'll have some information on them.
I assume
times you-
while Wesley's trying to jot down the useful engineering things on this, and Thrust and Gilbert are having a drink, they're filling Wesley in on like how lady stuff works, and it's very distracting.
You
Yes,
must
I
have grown up in a
down.
small town, Wesley.
Yeah.
Now, remember, they also use tools. I've seen them carry cucumbers and carrots.
Oh my god.
Maybe
This
in
is
the
not
halfling.
the kind of conversation I wanted to incite.
Maybe in the
Too
halfling
bad.
life,
My
Gilbert.
So-
show of face.
Well,
You knew
Well,
who we
they're being-
were.
while they're being lewd, once Lyra looks like she's died down on her sketches, knowing Nyx isn't around, Alex just tosses her his feather pillow to use.
Thank you.
He's going to spend the time she was drawing just kind of focusing on that talisman, spending some time just looking it over since it's interesting.
Yeah, I
Okay.
give one of the dusts to Wesley, and I look at the other one and try to figure out if there's anything special about it. I take the dry one, and
Yeah.
he can take the bitter one.
If I see you trying to taste it, I'd advise you not to.
And then I give
I'll
the
eat it.
the icon, the griffin thing, to Gilbert to see if he can figure out what it is.
Yeah, I sit down with that, just look it over, turn it upside down. You see me shake it a lot. Just for long rests, try to see if I can, figure out what's up with it.
What are you looking at?
Well,
The bronze statuette.
yeah,
okay.
I'm looking at the griffin statue. I'm trying to look for like a maker's mark, or maybe a hidden compartment. I'm shaking it to see if I hear anything inside of it.
Yeah, nothing like that.
And then,
Mechanically,
stare
we're
at
trying
it
to see if anything's
intently.
magic.
It seems like
Basically,
it seems completely solid, and it definitely like as you take some time to like examine and attune and all that garbage, you definitely see it's magical. The dusts I also believe are magical.
All right, so I figure out it's magical. Did I just say like a random word or something and it turns alive, or?
There's nothing accompanying it that may tell you that. You don't know how to activate it, but you know it's magical. You know it does something.
All right, so you guys once I figure out it's magical, you guys just see me there saying nonsensical words I've heard mages say in the past.
Okay.
Even though I don't understand them, I'm just trying.
Okay.
Hey, that's how you learn Firebolt.
This is
that is how
why
learn.
you take
how-
identify. Stupid thrust.
You can't take every spell. You gotta make your choices.
Yeah.
To be fair, it really looked like I was about to roll a wizard.
Yeah, it looked a bit scary at the start there.
Oh, and Will, if you do roll a wizard, I suggest Warcaster because that's fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll up a. If I roll the stats for it, roll up a wizard, a warcasting wizard.
Yeah, it just
Dwarf.
yeah. I'm just having fun.
Yep.
I'm just having fun playing that guys in my Friday campaign. It's
I've run into
hilarious.
battle with a battle axe, medium armor, and warcaster.
It works.
Also, so do we get through the rest?
Yeah, nothing happens during the night. That's of note.
Alright.
You spend some time identifying, well, not really identifying, but at least like,
Figuring out that things are magic.
yeah, understanding the magicness of some of the items you found.
So we get all our health and
And you get
adds
some
all our
XP,
dice.
which I have to add.
Oh yeah.
I have a
Yeah,
map.
yeah. I was gonna ask you about that because we haven't received XP in a few sessions.
We didn't want to think about it last time.
Yeah.
No,
last time.
you did receive XP when you stormed the castle and left. I gave you XP
Yeah,
then.
but
But
when
the
we
last
came
session,
back,
we
yeah.
didn't get any because you didn't take a long
Yeah.
rest.
Yeah, we've got XP for every session, but last one, since we weren't necessarily done
with
with
the fight.
the thing.
It would suck to get experience and die immediately.
Okay, so let me add this up. I've got a bunch of stuff. I just need to like add it on a calculator. I have it all.
Ooh, plus that encounter with the celestial dragon snake
Yeah.
I
thing.
mean,
Yes.
we got an
That's-
awesome amulet out of
The-
that, I'm sure.
The Quetzalcoatl.
Yeah,
The
that-
Quetzal, yeah.
Yeah,
Quetzal.
those things were awesome.
Yeah.
And me and Lear were both thinking the same thing. Flying mounts, baby.
Alex
At
had no.
first, and then just kind of got freaked out.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, you kind of just got that.
Yeah, if that griffin is something that you can
Kind
ride.
of.
Yeah, that'd be nice. You know, I'm sitting there trying to like, you know,
The only problem is it
Once
wouldn't
every
be
5
as
days.
universal as Poochie, because a griffin can't fit in everywhere.
But on open
That's-
fields, it would be pretty.
Oh yeah,
Oh man,
I summoned the Gryffindor.
being a good boy has finally come in handy. I didn't have to prove shit.
what was the what's it, Dragonheart, where he like has a dragon pretend to attack villages and he pretends to kill it?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
you could do that, but just go Witcher 3 with it.
And Sean Connery is the voice of the dragon. Just for anyone who wants to know.
Thank you.
Man.
Yeah, I knew the voice, but I couldn't remember the actor's name.
We named the dog Poochie.
The Poochie.
Man,
Yeah, but-
I was hoping to hold my backstory stuff off for way longer, but freaking shit.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, we got an artifact that's crucial to the plot that we would have just walked away from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
why.
Oh.
Yeah.
I wish
could
I-
just see us kind of like doing the entire campaign, getting everything, but that one aim, like going. Just that.
Where is it? We've looked everywhere except for that one room.
Well, the whole time when he was, like when you were going to Thrush, it was like, is that your real name? And all this sort of stuff. I was like, I know what you're getting at. But Thrust wouldn't, unless everyone needed him to, he would definitely not reveal that. But it is what it is.
It's okay. Lyra would have never revealed anything about herself the entire campaign if not forced.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only way we get backstory out of you.
Basically,
Tight-lipped,
yes.
sighing motherfucker.
You guys are gonna get so much experience.
Good. Are we
If
level
only
6?
I could add it to my sheet. Roll
Yeah,
20
well-
has decided to potato.
Yeah, I was gonna say, will it bring us to 6th level?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't
Probably
know.
not.
No. Unless it's
You just got
double
5th
we
level.
got.
Calm down.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
It would
right,
be
man.
nice.
It seems like we've been fighting forever.
We did a lot in that. Like, that was a big fight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I identify the gray dust as plutonium.
Nope.
Thank you.
Shouldn't it be glowing then?
No.
Can I call for inspiration for everybody for the call? To
Absolutely. Yes.
Sing? Yeah.
100%. 100.
Yeah, because we all did very well playing our characters. Yeah, and just so you guys know, and Jen, like that, this probably did change the way Poochie, Gilbert's
The
going to be looking at dwarves and all that. I mean, he still wants justice for that guy, but he needs to come up with a different way.
Justice is different than vengeance.
Oh shit. Character growth.
Wow.
3,000 XP each.
3,000
Nice.
each. You guys did a
That's
lot of killing.
Awesome.
All right, we should
We're
be at
10,000 now.
10. I have 10,100.
Oh, 10,100.
Yeah.
Same.
Me too.
We're 4,000.
We're actually a
away.
lot closer than I expected.
Yeah.
You
I mean,
killed a
that
lot
was
of
a pretty.
shit.
It was a pretty rough fight.
Oh,
like,
wow. It was a rough fight. Yeah,
So,
it was an awesome fight.
No, that does.
you know,
There are rough fights, and then there's the shit that we got ourselves into.
yeah, we didn't need
that's
to
it.
charge in like we did as well.
I wouldn't
that's
even
true,
qualify that as dire. It was just.
Yeah, I can't believe I looked around the corner twice and I got knocked on my ass twice.
Yep.
I mentioned during our break that Wesley's, when we get to town, gonna like insist, like not insist, but like vote for like a week in town,
yeah.
restock his stuff, but also like start kidding people out. Like he's gonna get not PTSD, but it's just like the only thing I can do is prepare. Okay, what do we need?
Yeah,
we need everything.
there's some spells that I want to buy, just so we have them, like spell scrolls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, town day would be awesome, or town week. But I think we're going to spend a couple of days in this tower to figure everything out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we
Yeah.
still have the very,
wait a
the very, the
Stick
very
at the basement.
floor.
Are we going to manage to complete a long rest?
Yeah, we did.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
So 3.
Alex will have slept without the breastplate because otherwise I don't think I'd actually recover any hit die.
Oh yeah, I
No,
get
you don't.
2 hit die back.
Oh, only 2. Okay.
Yeah, it's half your level, unfortunately.
Oh, round down. Yep.
So you guys, I just want to give you an update because there's a lot of stuff in this dungeon. Some things that you have and haven't explored.
We still have the basement and a few rooms.
Yeah, you have a couple rooms and the basement that you haven't touched, and you have explored pretty much everything besides your characters would know the top left wing, the room with the door with the weird lock and carvings, and then downstairs in the Bailey you didn't spend a lot of time.
Yeah, we'll do a full
Yeah.
look everywhere. Clear
Well,
it all out.
I'm kind of curious if the amulet would open up that weird door.
Did we get any information on the amulet with Alex looking at it? Is it a magical item at all?
It's definitely magical.
Do we know what it does? Or do we need to get someone to identify it?
You're gonna need to figure it out, but you know it's really magical. It feels absolutely divine. You're definitely getting a sense of divine magic, and you'll need to figure out what it does by identifying it or something like that.
And the 2 powders?
I guess it's not one of the types of items you could necessarily attune to try to learn its properties. Well, words.
Not necessarily. No. It's meant to be like this thing that like everybody knows. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's divine to the point where like it's a I guess the word is like a wondrous item, right? Like something that like you know what it does. You know what it is if you're meant to, right? Like even though you've been bestowed it and you do not know what it does.
Do we know what the dusts are, or do we need to
The
figure that out?
dusts, you can tell they're definitely magical, obviously. You know the dry one is dust of dryness, and the other one is
What do we use that for?
Killing snails.
Don't bring that up. Don't bring that up.
Flails nails.
fucking snail. The other one is dust of disappearance.
Oh wow.
I
Like
think we can,
invisibility.
Yeah,
Oh,
you notice
okay.
like when you like pour it out, it kind of like shimmers and like disappears for a second, and like you're pretty sure it's dust.
So it's only one
Or, disappearance.
time use.
I think. Hold on.
do we need to use the whole bag, or
It
is there
says
more than
there
one
is
use?
enough of it for one use. When
Bad.
you use an action, throw the dust in the air, and each of the creature within 10 feet of you become invisible. The duration is the
Oh.
same for all subjects, and the dust is consumed when the magic takes effect. So 2d4 minutes. So it's
Is
good.
this like improved invisibility?
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
I
I
think
think
it's-
it's actual.
I
real
wouldn't
it
think
just
so,
says
no.
the
Not
invisibility.
greater. It's just invisibility, the second level spell.
Okay, that's good though for a whole like to cast it on 5 people. You need like a 4/5 level spell.
Right.
So that's
no,
pretty good.
it's pretty good, and the dust of dryness I think has multiple uses.
It has 1d6 plus 4. Should we roll for how many it
Yeah,
has?
roll it right now and see how much is in there.
Who wants to do it?
Gilbert do it.
1d6
I guess-
plus 4.
Shouldn't Thrust do it since he's the one holding it?
I mean, he can roll.
Whoever.
Okay, go for it.
I mean, I don't care, but he asked. I said, okay.
Yes,
10.
10.
Nice. Wow. Awesome.
Very good.
That's a great
Halfling
big
luck,
bag.
baby. Halfling
Halfling
luck.
luck. Definitely.
An elemental.
Dust of dryness is kind of weird.
Yeah, it is.
Save it for a water elemental, I guess. But like, it turns into a pellet, and you smash it for water.
Or snails. Don't forget the snails.
Well, hold
I'll
on.
never forget the snails.
When you when you smash the pellet against a hard surface, it shatters. The spell shatter.
What?
No, I
Yeah.
don't think that's right.
What?
No, I think
I'm
that's...
looking at the roll 20
Yeah,
companion.
I think that's a bug.
Causing the pellet to shatter and
Yeah, I think
release the
anytime
water
there's a
dust.
word that is like
Oh,
linked to
that's
another
a spell.
spell.
It like just links it.
Yeah, I think it just
Oh.
it's definitely not supposed to be like that.
All right, I've got the optimal use for it. We throw the dust of dryness onto a water elemental when we're fighting one. Kills the water elemental. I take the dust of dryness. I make a bullet out of it. I shoot it at a fire elemental. Synergy complete.
Oh yeah, D&D Beyond doesn't have that link at all.
This
Yeah,
pack
okay,
contains
never mind.
1d6 inches.
But if you would
of
like it to do shatter,
No, it's fine. I want a balanced item. I was trusting the.
Yeah, I think it just meant it shatters the marble or whatever, and it releases water.
what if we fed it to somebody?
Yeah, I don't know the answer to that question. You're gonna
A
have to. Figure it
here,
out.
a 15 feet on a side into. Oh, that's a lot of water.
If you fed it to
Fed
someone,
it
they
to
get
somebody.
really thirsty.
They would
Or they
die.
die because people are mostly water.
Well, let's test it out next time we run into a goblin.
Seems like up your alley, Wesley. Do you want this
Seems kinda
dust
cruel.
of dryness?
Hey,
I could
weren't-
find a use for it, I guess. Somehow.
isn't
Just
it
turn it
shov-
into bullets.
Isn't that shoving the things in mouths like what those guys are telling us not to do?
I'll get rid
That
of the
sounds
tan
cruel
powder.
to me. That'd be a horrible death.
Just turn it into some kind of special bullet that we can use on some weird water-based creature.
I do like making special rounds.
That would be hilarious. It's like, Wes is like, "You look thirsty."
If you want to spend some time, you can definitely make this into a bullet.
That's definitely for you. Who wants the dust of disappearance?
Should we roll for how much dust of dryness there is?
10.
We did.
Gilbert.
I feel like
Terror.
maybe Lyra would be a good person to hold that.
Why
Lyra or
me?
Thrust.
Do you want this invisibility dust, Leah?
Well, because you're our sneaky person and Thrust is our magic person.
I'm
Yeah,
already
but-
sneaky though. I don't need
but
more
yeah.
sneaky.
But
Gilbert
it gives
is
the
the
whole
loud one.
party sneaky.
It makes sure
It's
it
not
doesn't
just
really
for one
matter who
person.
it should.
It's the
I'll
whole
hold
party.
on to it. It doesn't really matter. If we need it, we'll probably talk about it before we use it. I can
you
hold
guys
on
are
to it.
talking about, I look up. I'm like, I'm just interested in the griffin.
Okay. Well, we'll have to figure out what that does.
Gonna have to go pay someone for a fucking identify spell.
Also,
That's
while we're
going back to
resting, can I check
old
on the spider egg?
Yes. It's been
Forgot
like
about it.
2 days.
It hatched and crawled away.
Yeah, but I'm gonna check on it often
It's-
just in
It's
case.
hatched and crawled into her hair.
It got roasted by all the fireballs.
So when
What?
you take it out, it feels extra delicate, and like you touch it and it like pushes in a little bit, like it's almost finished, whatever it's doing.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, and
Have a little spider baby.
yeah.
Oh, what's Lucas the spider?
Yes.
I don't
Why
know
did
if
you
that
have
is,
to
but-
do that, Will?
What is Lucas?
You do
the
not
Spider?
realize.
Oh my
these.
god.
Let
Oh
me
my
just
God.
link a playlist over here. I have it.
Oh my god, he's so cute.
Music or a
It's adorable. It's the best thing that's ever happened.
They
Spiders
make
are my favorite animal.
plushies.
Just in case you didn't know, spiders were my favorite animal, and this
Oh,
is my
good to
obsession.
know.
Lucas the Spider. That's
Yeah,
We should kill all
Musical.
spiders.
It's pretty ridiculous.
No.
No, spiders kill mosquitoes. Spiders are good.
Spiders are good guys.
Spiders
Yeah,
Kill
are.
mosquitoes.
I hate
Spiders
to say
don't
this,
kill
but
mosquitoes.
Yeah, they do.
What are you
Yes,
talking
they
about?
do.
Yeah.
They kill
I
all
hate-
kinds of insects.
I hate to say this, but spiders always creep me out.
I mean, they look creepy, but they're good things.
They creep
Oh,
a lot
I
of
love
people
this
out, but
thing.
I think they're adorable.
I love
Even
it.
before Lucas the Spider, I loved spiders.
I can't
so-
stand like the big spiders. Like I got bit by a fiddleback when I was little and like almost got a hole in my leg from it.
The
Like, I'm-
only bite I've ever gotten from a spider in my entire life was from a brown recluse, and it ate a hole
That's
in
what
my
it is.
stomach.
Oh
That's
wow!
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I went to the
Wow.
doctor
Ate a hole in my stomach.
and it was right by my junk on my leg and it was
Oh.
rubbing up against me and hurting so bad I couldn't walk. So I go in. It's the same fucking doctor that when my 80-year-old grandma fell out of bed, he told us on the third visit she just wanted attention. But he's just like, I don't know what it is. Get the fuck out. And I'm like, piece of shit. So this other doctor
Fucking
runs the
Oklahoma.
fuck out when we're getting in the car and driving off. And goes, whoa. Let's get you some steroids just in case so you don't have a fucking hole in your leg. So that's why I don't have a place to put my junk when it's cold.
Oh,
Like it eats chunks out of you.
Yeah,
like,
no,
it really
baseball
does.
It's
It
very,
size.
rots
very
away your
poisonous.
skin.
yeah,
Oh
That's what it
wow!
does.
very poisonous. It can kill you if left untreated.
Dude,
Yeah.
yeah.
I had it treated the day after. What you do is you take all the icky stuff out and then you pour alcohol in it if you're trying to do it at home.
No, you gotta
Go
actually
to a doctor.
You go
I
to a
didn't,
freaking
and I
doctor.
lived.
Yeah,
I'm
but you got a hole in
surprised.
you.
But that explains.
Well,
so
it's
much.
not there anymore. I treated it right afterwards because I knew what it was. Because my mom had the same thing happen to her a few days before that, so I knew exactly what it was. And I
Okay,
fixed it.
cool.
Stay
Good
away from
job
spiders,
fixing,
Anyway.
guys.
fixing your spider hole.
Not a huge fan of spiders, but I don't kill them unless they'll
I also
like,
don't kill them.
hurt me.
I put
I
them
take
Those
them
outside.
outside.
fucking tarantulas that walk across the road when you're driving in the country like tempt me something bad.
Oh, jeez, I'm so happy that I don't live
If
there.
you see a spider that's big enough that while you're driving 50
might
plus
hit it,
miles an
yeah.
hour and you can see the fucker,
Yeah, that's scary.
Are
You're
you talking
tempted to
about
kill it.
Goliath bird eaters? Those are the
no,
big
it's
spiders.
just a tarantula.
Tarantulas don't get that
I mean,
big.
they're big enough you could see them.
They're like fist size.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah,
a
if they
little
were in
See
the
bigger.
that
road.
while you're driving.
Yeah, you can
Cross
see
the
that when you're
road.
driving. Anyway,
I'd like
anyway,
that as a pet.
you should get one as a pet.
Okay, I'm about
I
to
want
have-
an indigo
Can we
tarantula as a
change
pet.
the subject? I'm about to have nightmares.
That's fair.
Yeah,
That's
that's a perfect time to
Sorry.
talk about spiders. Cool.
Okay. So you've got some more stuff to deal with as you go, but you've cleared the Griffin room and you got some good stuff, and you got a lot of experience, fuck ton of experience, and
Heck yeah!
you know some things. So one more thing I want to just do before we leave is Lyra, your things that are on the the mosaic. You
Mhm.
see things you don't know. that are interesting are bats, a chimera. You do see spiders on there, so you know. You see a giant mantis. You see a unicorn. You see a beetle near the bottom, like a giant beetle. You see boar. You see an owl bear. There's a tiger. This is a really big mosaic. It's the entire floor. You see centaur. You see at the very top, like in a shroud of blackness, you see a green dragon. And at the very bottom, as roots of a tree, you see a treant, which you guys.
And these are all things that are in the forest.
Yeah, these are. I mean, that's what the vibe you get. You see a lot of things that you did see in the forest. You see the vines. You see an ettercap with some spiders around it. You see.
Does it look like a map?
It does not.
Okay.
It looks like a piece of art.
You know, if we're doing this to get in good with Barnabas, being like, hey, we know it's really early, but we got you a castle.
We know it's really early.
I mean,
Just do like the super cringe boyfriend.
I don't think he wants a castle in the middle of Cursed Woods.
yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Sounds like a
Yeah.
bad idea.
We need to figure out
Most
what the
people-
deal is with these undead thing as well.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's way more disheartening than just goblinoids.
I think
Right.
that's the curse.
Yeah.
Things that die here come back to life undead. It just
Well,
seems logical.
We almost found out.
Yeah, we almost did.
Yeah, but logic says that that is what the curse is. It might not be, but that's my thought.
The curse is that every time you sleep here, you have a 5% chance of
And-
turning evil. Jim's been rolling in secret.
The whole forest or just the castle?
The hills have been said to be cursed. The whole hills.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, we've killed displacer beasts and stuff that had enough flesh to come back. Oh, but the toads did.
Mm-hmm.
The toads?
Yeah,
The-
the big toads that we saw in that one cave that
They
we had
just-
to clear
that
out.
was the demons that did that, or the devils.
They came back as like ogre,
Ogres.
like
Yeah, ogre things.
ogre zombies. They came back as like
Yeah.
stitched together, made of toad parts.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh, but it was stitched.
Yeah,
So that was probably different. These were
probably.
just back to life and semi-sentient.
Maybe it's something to do with the demons altogether.
Yeah.
We don't know. We'll have to investigate more.
Do you understand how much oil I'm gonna carry next time? I'm gonna burn everything we kill.
Yeah, I'm gonna load up on a lot of things when we get to town. As long as we've got, like, we don't actually have that much gold or money from what we've done. We've got like 400 gold in the group loot. Plus,
Oh,
obviously, if we sell
Jim.
everything, we'll be a bit
Oil
more
is
about-
cheap,
Let,
and really I
let
just
us-
need to buy some saltpeter.
let us know if the sword and shield vanish.
What does that mean?
The big guy we took his sword
No,
and shield.
no, they
he dropped
exist. The equipment
Okay.
stays.
Do they look like the sword and shield that's on the tapestry?
They do not.
I don't
I
think
figured.
I don't think we'd get that lucky. That'd be awesome though.
Cool. Well, Is that
we
what
always
we're
have
calling
other
it?
rooms.
that's
So are we
us for
calling
today.
it for the
Yeah.
night, guys? Or
Yeah, we had our long rest. We got our XPs. We have our weird magic items.
Sounds
Yeah.
good.